Approval. So, approval is something that we all wish to have on a day-to-day basis. It's kind of that good, make you good feeling. You put your effort into something and someone says, hey, I like that. It makes you feel good about yourself. And coming from someone who's had a lot of issues with dealing with wanting approval on a constant basis, I'm here to tell you that needing approval is something very different from liking and appreciating approval. Coming from somebody who has dealt with approval issues his entire adult life, I'm going to tell you a little story of myself and kind of the struggles that I went through, and hopefully that makes you feel better about yourself if you didn't have these problems. If you did, let me know, and let's get started. So, having spent most of my entire adult life seeking approval from others and everything, I've come to know that it drags you down. It has brought me to a place that I never thought I would ever have to be in my life, which is just being in a constant state of misery. Because I was always the kind of person that would compare myself to others on a day-to-day basis, even for the small little things. I never wanted to do that, but it just became something that I did all the time. And I would compare myself and seek approval from others through any and everything that we would ever do. I would always try to compete, meant just a competition between myself. No one else ever knew. I was the only competitor in this entire competition. I would compete against my friends in my head through social status, through money, belongings, physical appearance, anything and everything I would try to do better at and get approval in someone, just to have someone say, hey, you know what? You're looking awesome, looking good. I like what you're doing, I like who you are, etc., etc. I was always pushing and seeking after those things. And even at times when I would, on occasion, do well, and I would get an approval from one of my friends, hey, you know what, dude, you're better at me than that, or whatever it may be, I never believed them. I always thought they were just lying to me and telling that to me to make myself feel better, or I would just not hear them and I would just seek out more and more and more and better approval, and that's a very slippery slope to fall down. And it hurt me. It really put a big drag on my life, and it made a couple of years throughout college, up until 2 years ago, that I was feeling real crappy about my entire situation in life, until I heard a motivational speech, and it really stuck with me. And it is, I like approval. Just like everybody else in this world, it makes me feel good and nice, and a nice fuzzy feeling in my heart when someone is approving of the things that I'm doing. However, that doesn't mean that I need approval to do what I do. And that really stuck with me. That as someone who's always been seeking approval all the time, I came to realize that I was craving approval, that I needed it to feel functional in society, to feel like I was doing something. And that just wasn't the right way to think about things. And when I heard that, it kind of made me realize that I was following a wrong path. My mentality was wrong. I just kept chasing after approval always, all the time, and I never would do something unless I had approval from someone to do so. And that was really holding me back in life. And I see some of my friends that I kind of see like it's hard for them as well to move forward, to not have approval. They just can't. They kind of get immobilized, and then they can't continue progressing with life. And in recent years, I've come to realize that, and I've really wanted to share with you guys this and let you know that fuck it. Why? Don't seek the approval of others. Always just keep pushing on and do what you do. Follow your gut. And if it's right for you, go and do it. You don't need someone else's approval to live your life. It's your damn life. Go live your life however the hell you want to live it. You want to do juggling for the rest of your life and parents tell you no? Whatever. Your parents like mine who told you to always go to med school and be a successful doctor and make a ton of money and drive like a BMW or Mercedes, or... Actually, that sounds kind of nice. Maybe I should have listened to my parents. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about approval. Do it. Find your own approval. Approve of what you want to do on a day-to-day basis, and go do it. You don't need your father, your mom, your boss, your co-workers. You don't need anybody's approval in this life to do anything except for your own approval and your own accord. That's what I'm here to tell you. Having since really realized that, I've now started to push myself and make myself not not care about it as much. Because at the end of the day, so what if someone tells you that they don't like what you're doing, they don't approve what you're doing? Is it their life? No, it's your life. So do what you want to do because you want to do it. Fuck what everyone else says. Doesn't matter. A great example of this is something that, surprising enough, that I teach myself to all the people that I've hired and I've trained, is that if you're doing something that you know is right, and you know you're doing it right, you're doing a good job, and all of these things are working for you, but there's someone telling you no, someone telling you that's not right, that's this, that's X, that's Y, that's Z, blah, 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 nag, and people just kind of pulling you down. I always teach people that I've hired that ignore that, do it because you approve of your actions. So the whole saying is essentially, why care what sheep think? You're a wolf. You're your own wolf. Go after it. And that's going to bring a close to this vlog today. It's going to be a little bit more serious, about that, guys. Sorry, but this is something that I really wanted to talk about. I've been mulling over it for about a week. And it's something that I just feel like I really wanted to share with you guys and start connecting all 2 people who watch this. Last week we got 8 people to watch it. That's good. I'm on a good track up there. I'm on week 2 of my progress towards vlogging every single week, so that's a great thing to do. So if you liked what you saw today, please leave a comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Let me know what you guys are thinking about. Share some stories with me. It gives me makes me feel better that I know that someone's watching. We can have a discussion, we can talk. I can start building a little community. I can get that YouTube monetization. Never mind. Support me on Patreon, support me on GoFundMe, support me on this, that, whatever. I'm just joking. I'm doing this for fun. Doesn't really matter to me. Hope you guys enjoyed them, but please do leave me something down below so we can have something to discuss. Alright? Until next time, you guys stay sexy out there.